I chose Big Ben Gives Back as my charity, and this is because it helps every nonprofit in the Big Bend area by pushing a national giving day such as Giving Tuesday. Fashion blogger. I mean, if I didn't have to make a ton of money on it, but if I had a ton of money, I would love to be a philanthropist and help others. My favorite thing to do on the weekend, well, I guess that depends on the season, because if it's fall, I'll usually be at an FSU football game working, or in the spring, I'm at my son's baseball games, and the summer, I can usually be found by the water somewhere. I've always wanted to backpack through Europe. Before I get too old and need to stay in like hotels and be fancy, I want to be able to, you know, if I need a nice hotel break, that's fine, but stay in the hostels, backpack through Europe, really just dive into the culture.
I chose Lee's Place because I lost a parent when I was a young child, and I believe everybody deserves to grow up with a strong family unit and have stability, and I know that they support that mission. Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I would choose all three, and Snapchat, because I will absolutely binge some social media. The most adventurous thing I've ever done is to travel across the entire country in an RV. My best attribute? Optimism. If money was not a factor, I would be an eternal student as a living. I absolutely love education and I love learning. Am I one to kiss on the first date? It's been known to happen.
I chose the Hangtail Foundation as my charity. I have a personal connection with Hangtail Foundation. I know the co-founders. I know one of the children that had cancer, and I saw him thrive and become cancer-free. So there was something to be said about that, about being able to see that and being able to help people that you can reach out and touch on an everyday basis. And it's a local charity, so I'm all about keeping it local. I would be a surgeon. I'd definitely be a doctor. I am very active with my children. A lot of races, a lot of community events, and I do enjoy cleaning. I'm sorry, I do. It's very, relaxing to me, and I enjoy a clean house, and that's part of me. But I'm always super busy. My weekends feel like my entire week cramped up into 2 days.
I chose Girls to Divas. I chose this charity because they have a really good message and they're trying to help girls become successful, driven young women. My lucky charm is my cat, Coconut. He has a curly tail and blue eyes, so I feel like he's pretty special. My worst fashion disaster was in elementary school. Me and a group of girls had the same outfits from Walmart. It was a long skirt as well as a matching top, and we would all plan to wear it on the same day so we could be matching. The most adventurous thing I've ever done is definitely opening a group fitness and pole studio called Queen of Hearts Fitness. It's a group fitness studio with classes ranging from Zumba to yoga and Pilates, and our specialty is pole fitness.
The charity I chose was the Matt Crutchfield Foundation. I chose this charity because it hits close to home. Matt Crutchfield was a swimmer in Tallahassee at Attack. He passed away a few years before I started swimming, and I have a really close relationship with the family. The mom is like my second mom, and she's always there for me. This charity means a lot because it helps swimmers who are in need. It helps those with special needs, trying to get into college, and help those swim teams that can't necessarily afford everything that other swim teams have the opportunity to afford. Most played song on my iPod probably has to be Sweet Love by Anita Baker or Tootsie Roll. The quality that I most admire about people has to be a hard work ethic, style, and very personable people that can hold a conversation, and then people who have just a good positive energy as well. I mean, without positive energy, then you're pretty much screwed.
I chose the PACE Center for Girls, Leon County, and I chose this charity because the girls that are served there sometimes just need a little bit of extra attention, extra special help, and PACE does that. And I believe in these girls, and they deserve to get every chance they can to succeed. Oh my gosh, no questions here. It's humor. If you can make me laugh, that's what I'm looking for. When I'm not busy, boy, what does that feel like? One of my favorite things to do on the weekend is to go outside, get out of office, home, everything like that, and spend some time with my dog, Radley, almost 3-year-old golden doodle. Just get out, run around a little bit, and enjoy the beautiful Tallahassee weather.
The charity I chose was MAD, which stands for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I chose this charity because in 2014, my father was killed by a drunk driver. So ever since, I've just partnered with MAD and to help raise funds and awareness to end drunk driving. The very top of my bucket list would be visiting all 7 continents. I'd love to have back all the time that I've spent worrying about things that aren't important. The quality that I admire most in people is honesty.
The charity that I chose is American Cancer Society. I lost my father to lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, in 2001, so it's really near and dear to my heart, and everyone knows someone that's been affected by this disease. If I could travel back in time and meet myself as a 10-year-old kid, I would tell myself not to let anyone bring you down, don't listen to negative things that people say, and focus on yourself. I think one of my best attributes would have to be my positive attitude. I do regret that I don't have a talent for playing the piano. My mom tried to put me in piano like when I was younger, and now it's something I wish I'd learned. My screen name in middle school was Twinkle Toes. I don't know why I thought that was cute.
My charity is the Leon County Humane Society. I want to support the Humane Society because I'm a really big animal lover. I have 2 dogs that are both rescues, and I just want to rescue as many as I can. I feel like I'm already doing what I would be doing no matter what I make. I love being a hairstylist. It's something I'm really passionate about, and it doesn't matter if I can make more money doing something else. I love doing hair. So far, I think my biggest accomplishment is that 2 years ago I bought my own house, and I've been renovating it room by room slowly, so I'm pretty proud of being able to do that on my own. Quality that I most admire in people is being able to really catch a good balance between being honest and being kind. I think a lot of times you can really hurt somebody's feelings by trying to be honest, and it's really hard to get that balance of being honest while still being really kind, and I think that's really awesome when people hit that sweet spot.
The charity I chose is CCYS. Well, CCYS gave me the opportunity to come to Tallahassee and lead the organization, and I've got a tremendous team. I'm blessed to have everybody that works at that organization. The board I work for, it's an incredible organization. I play a little bit on Facebook, not a lot. Twitter, I gotta tell you, our current president's just done it in for me. I don't think I can ever go that route. World leader I'd like to have dinner with would be Justin Trudeau from Canada. I just like his style, I like his politics, and he is very passionate about what he does, about leading that country, and he feels like he's taking care of their people.
I chose Tallahassee Community Chorus. I have been singing with the Tallahassee Community Chorus since 2008. It's a wonderful organization. At our biggest, we're 250 singers strong, and it ebbs and flows down to probably 150, depending on which pieces we're working on. We provide community outreach. We bring in partner organizations to provide underserved populations with music, with arts, and that's important to me. I would say my 3 children. They are turning out to be wonderful human beings. They are 19, 16, and 14, and they are kind and generous and really, really smart. I came up with my own idea of a dance and called it the Bourbon Booty Bounce.
I chose Grayton Guardians. It's for my friend's son. He has cystic fibrosis, and I chose it because they're 2 really good friends of mine, and I had a lot of good times with them in college and festivals and stuff, so I kind of want to give back to them, and that was my reason for doing this. My dream car is, I have a Jeep Rubicon. It's pretty much, I think, all I need. I get to tote my dog around in the back because we took out the back seat for him, and it's perfect. My most treasured possession is probably the dog that rides in the back of the Jeep, along with his little sister, Miss Kitty. If I could travel back in time to meet the 10-year-old Alex, I don't think the 10-year-old Alex would be very happy with the adult Alex because I have all the toys that the 10-year-old Alex wanted, so I think he'd be pretty stoked. So keep on keeping on.
My charity is RRR Equine Rescue and Rehabilitation Ranch. I chose RRR because I have a love and concern for horses, and I wanted to bring funding and awareness to the organization. RRR brings in unwanted, abused, and neglected horses and rehabilitates them so they can be adopted into a loving home. I would like to meet Billy Graham. He stood up for what he believed in, he shared it with the world, and he just changed so many people's lives. I'd love to have back all the time I've spent worrying about things that are completely beyond my control. My lucky charm is my concealed weapons permit and my 9mm.
I chose the Epilepsy Association of the Big Bend. They are a wonderful organization here in Tallahassee, and they serve clients all over the Big Bend. They help provide medication and services and medical care to people who have epilepsy and might not otherwise be able to access that care. And they're so successful, and the people who are a part of their program and receive their services, within 12 months, 90% of them have their seizures more controlled, which results in fewer emergency room visits, which is great for everybody. My worst fashion disaster is that it took me about 25 years to learn how to do my hair. There were a lot of really, really bad hair decades. My motto is do more things that make you forget to look at your phone. My greatest accomplishment is being a mom to my 2 daughters. They're ages 6 and 8, and seeing the world through their eyes as they grow and learn is just absolutely amazing.
The charity that I chose was the Children's Center at TMH. I chose that charity to support because my daughter actually went through her own bout with leukemia, and every time I get a chance, I try to give back to the people that help the kids and the families that go through those things. I consider my best attribute my easygoing attitude. My favorite Netflix binge series, definitely a 4-way tie between The Ranch, Narcos, Peaky Blinders, and Stranger Things. My favorite splurge, and I always go to it, is a good bourbon, neat with a splash of water.
I chose City Walk Urban Mission. I'm a big fan of supporting local. It is a charity that was started by a husband and wife team, and they basically turned their home into a homeless shelter for men that were kind of down on their luck. And they really help people transform their lives. They find them jobs, apartments, If they get an apartment and they don't have anything for it, they go down to the thrift shop and they grab them plates and pots and furniture, and they lead them to church and just help them become successful contributors to the society. I would say kindness. I literally think that everybody should go through each day and try to do something nice or beneficial to somebody else. And it could be the smallest of gesture or the biggest of gesture. And just make it a point every single day to do something that would have a positive contribution to somebody else's world or life.
I chose the American Heart Association for one, that's where I work, but also for two, it's something that really everyone almost in the entire world has been affected by. So with the Heart Association, my big thing is I want my generation's kids to grow up in a healthier world than we grew up in. And it's kind of scary this year, actually. Our kids are expected to have a shorter lifespan than we do. So that really hits home with me and I think a lot of other people. So I think it's the perfect charity to support because it's such a widespread movement and everyone's been affected by it. My dream car is actually not a car. I've never driven a car, so it would be a truck, and I could go into a whole funny stream of things from videos that all my friends would understand, but it'll always be a Chevrolet truck of some kind. If I had to have a favorite magazine, it would have to be Tallahassee Magazine.
Live in Tallahassee, 10:30 p.m. Thursday night on Fox 49.